Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade and this is How to Happen. And today we're going to be taking a look at the fabulous GeoShred from no other than Jordan Rudess. Oh yeah. And it's got a new in-app purchase, the Naada Collection 3, and it's got some new strumming things in it as well, and we're going to do it all right about now. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. I'm still alive. I survived yesterday somehow. Let me tell you something. It was hard. Hello. Let me welcome our Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by doing the thingamajig. And it's $1. There you go. Yesterday was a day, wasn't it? What an exciting stream that was for all of you. Not for me. Afterwards, I wasn't doing too good. I had to take a little bit of a rest, if you know what I mean. In fact, I took so much of a rest, I couldn't get up afterwards. But we're all good today. We're going to fight on. And do you know how stupid I am? Let me tell you something really funny, how stupid I am. How ridiculous I fully am. All right? We're going to do it all again on Friday. Because I just can't get enough of hurting myself. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to do something a little bit different. Not exactly the same thing as we saw then, because that would just be a rinse repeat of the same show that you've already seen. You've already seen how I kind of sort of do making a video clip with the grains again. So we're going to do something a little bit different. What am I talking like this for? It's idiotic. All right. Let's say hello to you all. Testes. 1, 2, 3, says Gregory O'Sullivan, the man who's going to be here on Thursday telling us all about his things and stuff. That is Gregory O'Sullivan. I'm trying to find the link. What is going on? There it is. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, flying high. Me and Gregory in our jet plane there. A bird's eye view from above. Greg will be on the show this week. Oh, yeah. So we'll be chatting with Greg. Can't wait. Hope he's going to wear that costume or I'll be disappointed. Boom. Hello, Mark and Jim. What's going on, Jim and Mark and Kim? Jim and Mark and Kim and Thomas Christ. And I've already said Jim and Barry. What's going on? What costume? I didn't see a costume at all. And Joe, who I'm starting to get in the habit of having these early morning conversations with on the phone. It's getting weird. Hey.
Dark Lord.
Glad you enjoyed the show yesterday. I didn't. Thanks, Thomas, for posting the link to the thing and the stuff. Let me see. I think I saw Ali right at the top there. There's my Ali Strong, the strongest chick I know. And I want to thank Leela for providing the last hour and a half of fabulous entertainment, producing the album cover for the children's cancer album that Russ has been diligently working on, and so many people have submitted songs that I know. It's coming. Boom. Have I missed anyone? There's Joe. Yeah, I think I got you all. I think I saw Michael songs. Did I see call in and then Scoot? I can't remember. There he is. Yep, just a quick stop in. Got to get back to work. Thanks for stopping in, Michael. And there is the Falcro. It is the one and only, the Falcro, the man, the Falconomics, the Falconator. Who studies in falconology. There he is. It's a Falcro world. All right, what are we doing today? I'll stop talking absolute nonsense, shall I? Or shall I just talk a little bit more nonsense? Because tomorrow on the show, let me cover that too, is audio layer. And I had to postpone this last week because I had a few little bugs, but guess what? They're all sorted out, and it's got a new in-app purchase as well. There's so much going on. So we'll be taking a look at that also. And yeah, so there won't be an update show this week. I did say that it's not going to be every week, so I'm kind of replacing it. Maybe kind of sort of, who knows? It may change. I make up things as we go. but I was replacing it with the extra kind of show on the green screen stuff. But we'll see what happens. And yes, I know it is coming up to Halloween, so people are normally expecting me to do a Halloween opening hour. No, not getting it. Hi, Chad. I normally do a Halloween opening hour and sing a bunch of death metal songs and wear corpse paint and do all that stuff, but it's kind of been played to death. There's going to be so much Halloween stuff around. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to be honest, I'm a little bit Halloweened out. You know what I'm saying? I've got all these costumes. I've been dressing up like a ridiculous clown, doing all these stupid things. I'm a little bit Halloweened out. I may wear some kind of corpse paint just because, right? Because who doesn't like to dabble in a little bit of corpse paint? You know what I'm saying? But what we're going to do instead is, because instead of playing like Halloween-y songs or anything like that, I'm just going to do something that I want to do. I'm going to do a whole bunch of my favourite Faith No More songs because I like Faith No More and they make me happy. And I want to scream my absolute guts out. After last week, right, when I did bloody Grease 2, I need to go completely in the opposite direction and spend some time with my buddies from Faith No More. So that is happening. Anyway, see, we don't celebrate Halloween much here in Australia. It's not a thing, Chad. It's you Americans who are nuts over there. Right? Hey, Jesse, what's happening? All right, well, let's jump in because we are looking at today GeoShred by none other than Jordan Rudess from Dream Theater. We've had him on the show talking about this wonderful app when I interviewed him. I've done several shows on GeoShred, so of course, if you want to go back and get a full tutorial on exactly how GeoShred works, do the thing. Type Jade Starr, GeoShred, and you'll get heaps of shows with all of the other previous in-app purchases. But today, we're just going to look at some of the new features like the strumming effect and the latest in-app purchase, the Naada Collection 3, right? So that's what we're looking at today. But you'll get an idea of how it works. I mean, it's made by Jordan Rudess. It's gun, man. It's wicked. It's good. Oj. All right. Over at the beatcommunity.com, here are the latest news and things. Nothing's changed from yesterday. So Alexander Zolotov has updated Sunvox. Nothing has really changed here. iDosen's still free. Let's pop over to our little thing here. Nothing's really changed here. Red Shrike's on sale from $9.99 to $7.99. Cubasis has dropped $20 off the price. If you're into that sort of hubba. As I said, iDosen, 99 cents, save $1, it's free, go grab it. You can't go wrong with something free, can you? I'm so glad I didn't say what I was going to say then. Okay, so we're looking at GeoShred today, and there are 3 flavors of GeoShred. Let me tell you that. 3 flavors. I will be looking at today GeoShred Play, which is the bottom one here for $9.99. It's the entry-level version of GeoShred. Okay? And why do I have the GeoShred Play? Well, because I was a cheap loser when I bought it. And when I bought it, I paid for the upgrade to make it the GeoShred Pro. So you can start off if you want simple and just grab the Play. And then you can pay for the upgrade, which is, I can't remember the exact price, but it's not much. It's probably double to make it up to this kind of thing, or maybe a little bit less. Maybe it's like at $10. I'm not sure. I can't remember. That's the only piece of news info I don't have today. Excuse me. So, I think that was the last app that... I think there's one more since then. Was there a Blease one since then? I think there was. I can't remember. Jim, do you know how many apps I look at? Do you know how many shows I've done? It's like over 1,660 or something. I don't even know what my own name is right now. Is Pookie here? Where's my Pookie? I miss her. I can't see her. If she is. If Pookie's here.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pookie.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. I don't know why you people tune into this garbage, really. All right, so the full upgrade is GeoShred. It's GeoShred Pro, okay? And you get a whole bunch of different things that you can do, yeah? So you can use it as a MIDI control, a whole bunch of things, yeah? And then there's this free one here called GeoShred Control. Now, GeoShred Control's kind of in its own island. It doesn't have any sounds built into it. There's no sounds. It's just a MIDI controller, but it is free if you want to mess around with it. But let me give you a tip right now. If you own GeoShred Pro or Play and you have GeoShred Control installed, you will come up against some issues for using it as a MIDI controller. Some things won't work. They kind of fight against each other. So my best advice is either just have your GeoShred Pro or Play, whichever one you have, and don't have this installed. Don't have it installed, because I was going, there's something wrong with my GeoShred. It turns out you shouldn't have this installed if you've got the other two installed. And if you want to install this one, just uninstall. You get what I'm saying. All right, so I'm going to OJ over here for a moment, over to the Mac, just cover some of the prices here of the in-app purchases. Let me do a scooge down here. So here are some of the instrument packs, and I've covered pretty much all of these over the years. You have the SWAM collections. So these are SWAM instruments. They include saxophones, violins, flutes, really amazing stuff, really, really cool stuff. You can buy them individually at $14.99 an instrument. These are additional instruments you can add. Or you can get the SWAM things in like bundles. Can I pinch? Yeah, I can pinch. There we go. Let's see. There we go. So you can see, here's the bundle, the Geo SWAM Collection 2 for $59. You get a bunch of instruments, and you've got Geo SWAM 1 and 2, so you can get them all in packs or individually. And the same thing for the Naada apps as well. Let me see if I can hit see all here. No, Russ, I didn't say see on. Okay. Are the Naada packs in here? I can't see them in here, actually. I'll have to go back. All right, let's look at the Naadas. So the Naadas are a completely different collection of instruments. So here they are. You can't separate the Naadas, right? They're over there. These come in packs with a bunch of instruments. So there's Naada Collection 1, 2, and 3. And not all of them are there, but they're about $74. So they're not super cheap, yeah? But you'll hear they're pretty damn sensational. But that's what these shows are about. If you want to go back, check out all the sounds. I've shown all of them over the years. Then you can make an informed decision on which one is right to purchase, and you're not just left there spending $70 going, oh, I got the wrong one. Peter Johns is in the house. Did you get my message, Pete? Pete? I didn't hear back, Pete. I know where you live, Pete. What am I doing? Sorry, Pete. I hope everyone's being kind to themselves and others. I just threatened Pete. This show. Why do you people watch? Anyway, SG Experiment. Hello, what is happening? No, I sent you another one overnight, Pete. It's got a nude photo with it. Maybe you blocked it. Who knows? All right. So we're going to open up. So you get the gist of the price and everything like that. Now we're going to play some fancy pants and show you how it works. Boom. Here we are over in AUM. And what have I got going? So I've got a couple of scalers over here just to give us some melodies. We need to have some backup music. We got a piano tech here. We got some bass. We got one of these here. We got a GeoShred here. We got a funky drummer. And we got another GeoShred and another GeoShred. So I've got 3 GeoShreds running. Just shut up, play the music, entertain the good folk, and let's go. Yeah. What a wicked instrument, huh? Let's stop that. Let's get out of here and we'll bring up the volume again. Boom. So, pretty damn sick stuff. Skipping between a few instruments there. And there's a ton of instruments in here. And now a ton of ways to play this. It's just incredible. GeoShred. Now, the other thing too is, let me remind you, you don't actually have to play these with the touchscreen. So I gave you an overhead shot there so you could see exactly what was happening. But you can add a controller to this and play with a keyboard, right? So it's not all just about the touchscreen, yeah? Let me show you what I mean. I think we'll jump out of this. I'll make sure this is saved. I'll just catch up and say hello to anyone I've missed. I have Falcon Blueser. And, oh, hey, what is happening? Trimmer Bear, g'day. If I missed anyone else. Russ, did I say hello to Russ? I can't remember. It's pretty unmemorable. All right. Let's clear this and show you a few things with GeoShred. So you would have noticed the new strumming option. That is the brand new thing here. We'll do a search, GeoShred. Now, as I said, I've got GeoShred Play, but I've paid for the upgrade. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to go in and choose an instrument. We'll choose an acoustic, maybe acoustic guitar. Kick off. Do 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 do. Or let's find a guitar. Guitar. All presets. Let's do that. Oh, in fact, what shall I start with? I'm going to start off with the new instruments. Let's do that. Let's go and start off with the new instruments. So these are the Naada instruments, then we'll get to the strumming. And I'll show you how you get these. Let's just jump out of, in fact, I'm going to do all this in standalone just for now. So you can load this as an AUV3. So you can use it in Logic, you can use it wherever you like, whatever DAW, anywhere that accepts an AUV3, you can use it. You can use it as a MIDI controller, you can use it as an instrument, it's up to you, or you can load it as a standalone. Here we are, this is my standalone version of the app. And just going to go to, what will I select? I'm going to go back and select, ooh. So good. So good. Let's show you the store first. So this is how you purchase new stuff. Yeah, and you can only do this in the standalone version, not in the AUV3. So you click on the three dots up here, take you to the store. And here is the new pack here. This is the Naada 3 collection. See you later, Mark. This collection offers 8 instruments for the price of 5. Okay, so the collection includes the following. Now, I don't know how to pronounce half of these instruments. The dizzy, the guan, the gaohu, the pipa, the sarod, the sitar, suona, the songu. What? I'm an Australian. Sorry. So that is the new one, this top one here, the Naada collection. And I've looked at all these previous ones. With these collections of other ones here. So there you go. And now they've actually updated the pack here. So you can now actually get all of them, 1, 2, and 3, all in one pack. And it has all 22 instruments. Pretty damn good. And it's a bit over $100. So yeah, there's that. Not cheap. All your SWAM instruments. So here they all are. So you can get them individually as well. And you've got all your SWAM instruments in here as well, like your bass, cello, violas, There's so many instruments. It is just, and here's the collections of Swarm, so you can get them all in collections as well. Trombones, basses, violins, cellos. So there's so many instruments. And now if you uninstall the app and reinstall it, just hit your restore purchases and it'll bring back all your instruments. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boo, boo. Now I want to go to all presets here. I want to load up my preset I created. Here it is. How to app demo. So now I can, let me show you the guitar. So the new strumming section here. You'll notice it never used to have this section here on the side or this section over here with the chords. So now you can actually strum to the side and play at the same time. And over here to the left, you can add your own chords. So where there's a blank space, you can go in and edit these chords. How do you edit? Let's show you how to do that. 3 dots are your friends. Hello, sunshine. And you've got performance settings. So all your settings and stuff, you can create a new preset, save, rename, delete, all that stuff's here. Usual kind of stuff for a music app. You've got models and effects for pedals and stuff you can add. I've covered all that in other apps. Performance settings is where we want to go to be able to mess with these here. So now when we're in performance and I click on one of these blank spaces, it opens up this little section here and I can put in any goddamn chord I want. I'm going to put in. And now so just by tapping over here, you can flick through your chords. Pretty nice addition, I reckon. Very, very cool. You've got custom chords here as well too. So you can go and you've got system chords that you can choose from a list. Really good. Or you've got standard chords, which you can just flick through at a glance and pick whatever you kind of want in there. We can do a B. What have we got in there? We've got a B flat minor. Let's do a major, just for shits and giggles. You've got variations to the side here. And you get a nice little diagram to see where the fingers are, just so if you need to be reminded of what the chord looks like that you're looking for. And super simple to flick through. And that is your chords. Now, not only does this work for guitars in here, it works for any instrument pretty much. You can add the strumming. When you're in instruments that have drones and such, like sitars and that, you can add a drone, which you saw just a little while ago. Very nice. Let's and up the top here, when you're in this section, you can check out your amp cabinet. So you've got pedals, chorus. You can choose your guitar, what type of guitar you want here. So a single coil. I can go in and choose a nylon body guitar. Steel and body. There's so many options. Single coil. You've got all these other options. Look at this. It's so deep. This thing is deeper than something that's really deep. So you've got strings, the decay and release of the strings. You've got physical modeling here. So I can change this from a steel string to more of the stiffness of the strings, the pick position. So you've got a whole lot of options. Then you've got your bridge. Decide on what bridge you want. Harmonics. The body side, the hollow side, if it's a solid or hollow guitar. It's really, really deep. you know, it's super deep. And then in here, you've got some effects. So you've got a wah pedal, filtering, a string Moog filter, and then you've got variances like velocities, and it's nuts. It's really, really, really cool. And if you're an expert, you've got all these other things you can go in here and really fine tune everything. You can get into like the velocity overriding and whammy stuff, and you can go crazy. You can get absolutely lost in this wonderful, wonderful app. It really is a work of genius. So there's our strumming, wonderful. And that's what's really cool is you can get to your perform page really quickly here too. So you've got play modes, you can create ARPs, you can mess around with the global scale, you can add more strings, you can add more frets, you can add 22 frets if you want. 10 strings. I mean, you can just go absolutely nuts. And here is the strum section. Let me grab a chord. And you can add more chords if you like. So you can have up to 12 chords, or you can simplify it, make it nice and simple. If you've only got like 4 chords in the song and you want to get rid of the spares. Yeah. We'll leave it at 12. But yeah, the options are so aplenty, it is ridiculous. Hello, Princess. Does everyone know that Princess likes cats? Just thought I'd let you all know that. Hello, Falcon Blueser and Viv Sparrow, of course, my darling. Yes, so I got lost there. What am I talking about? Close. Chords. Lovely chords. And of course, with all of these things, you have these options up the top here. So you have an expression, which a lot of these can be controlled with your actual hands. So as you play up, I can show you this with a different instrument. Let's change the instrument. Ooh. Yuck, 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 yuck. Let me go in here and find, I'm going to jump over to the Naadas, the new Naadas. I think they start from here. So sarods. So these are the brand new sounds in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there we go. So we'll start with the sarods. And you'll see again, even these new instruments have been given strumming. So you've got a drone. This is a drone. Now you can see by the little circles moving up and down, these are expression controls. And when I move left and right, you'll get a vibrato, but you don't actually just have to use it that way. You've got a vibrato up the top here. And you have expression up here. So if you'd rather use 2 hands, you can do all of that too. And you've got really cool stuff in here, like you can add an ensemble. So you can hear there's more than just one of these sarods. Yeah. You've got legato options. You can turn off the MPE expression. So now when I go up and down on here, it's not affecting, and I have to use the expression here up the top. Let's turn that back on. Now with all of these great sounds, you get options in here. And so we can add like I love this one. I always love the meditation one. So if we go to the meditation one, you get this great drone that you can turn up. That can be found over here, the the SY Res Wet. So you get that genuine If you don't know what happens with this thing, in the middle here are your off notes. And these work really great with Middle Eastern instruments. Let's turn this down a bit. Really beautiful. Let me just take a moment here, folks, because it's that time of the day where I be completely transparent with you and let you know that YouTube has a thing where they pay creators to work for them. And I'm on YouTube's payroll. And basically, at halfway through the show each day, I have to do business. And I have to drop an ad right here. And I have to let you know because I don't want you to miss a second. So we'll sit here and wait while I run the ad. Now, some of you may get the ad and some of you may not. If you'd like to avoid the ad, you can join YouTube Premium for whatever price it is per month in your country. Let's run the ad right now. Some of you will be getting an ad right now. And while you're getting that ad, let's all laugh at them. And then we could all get some sleep, she said. What a great joke. What a great joke. If you missed out, we told a really funny joke and you missed out on the punchline. It included you. Welcome back if you are back. We're back. It was Pringles for you, was it, Jim? Airwick. Pringles and Airwick. Good stuff. I like to be honest about the ads, get them out the way, and at the end of the show, I know where to go put my ads in afterwards because there's a blank space. So yeah, you get all these options, yeah? So you get like a resonator, you can do just a dry sound. This applies to every sound you get with all of these. So you got an ensemble, you got things like a strum, we've got an arp. So I just hold down. It's like if Ravi Shankar met Yngwie Malmsteen. All right, that's that instrument. Let's have a look at the sitars. Beautiful. Man, they're just such beautiful sounds. This thing is a really incredible app. There's no doubt about it. This is the Dizis. Is that how you say it? I don't know. So you notice the way I'm playing it, if I just lightly poke it, you get that breath. Really, really nice stuff. Let's oge over to the next one, the next of the sounds. I'm just going to give you a hint of them all today. So we've got some pippers. And you're probably thinking, how come you're playing in F today? Well, you can change that. You can go over to your global settings here. And you can change, is this where I changed it? Tuning, audio, where did I change it? I can't remember where I changed it. I changed it last night to an F. Edit shortcuts. Man, it's been a while. It was only last night. Audio tuning. So there's so much you can do in here. Fine tuning, change all this stuff. Where are we? MIDI control surfaces was in here. Oh, so this is the mini thing. I don't want to do that. How do I get out of the mini control surface? Ah, there we go. Boom. I can't remember where I changed the, was it in performance settings? Or, can I remember? I love this when I am totally stupid and can't remember a goddamn thing. What did I hit then? Control surface. So here's where you can change some of these buttons. You can move them around if you don't want these. Set backing track, show trace. It was in settings, pretty sure. Scale, root note, there it is. So yeah, I set this to F. So let's just take it back to like a C. We can go to a C major. So when you click up here, you are given all of these scales. Look at all these scales. It's nuts. So many scales. We'll just go with the Western, boring. Should we go with a major pentatonic? I don't know. Where are the... So you can see now, whatever scale you're in, it's always highlighted. So the root note. Always highlighted. Is it actually your birthday today, or is it just the normal everyday Pookie? I'd never know. I'm always behind the times. So there's your pippers. They sound sexy, don't they? We got, what are these called? The suonis. Ooh. Sounds like a... And again, you've got all these variations up here. So you can set like a vowel. Again, I've covered all of these in previous shows because all of these have the similar options. Oh, I went to the wrong one. We've got the guans. Is that how you say it? Sounds like an oboe. You can change the octaves too, so you can come down and... Got a little octave setting up here. Okay. So it's actually... Yeah, I don't trust my...
Dark Lord.
He's just my Dark Lord. I don't trust him at all, Pookie. All right, let's jump over to AUM and show you some other things you can do with this. So you've seen the strumming, you've heard the instruments, it's really cool stuff. But did you know also you don't need to use it just to control all the instruments inside of there? We'll come back and listen to some sounds, but you can open this as a MIDI controller. So you'll notice here I opened a track that is a MIDI track, not an audio track. And you will find it in here. If I do a search for GeoShred, there it is. Boom. The thing is with this, because I've loaded it as a MIDI controller, it looks the same, but there's no sound. It doesn't make any sound. And what you've got to do from here is send the sound out from your MIDI output into an instrument. And from here, you can choose anything you'd like. I can go piano tech. I'm going to send this to output, piano tech, and now I have got bendy notes in there. Pretty cool, isn't it? You can send it to virtually anything you like. Might buy you a pint of something. Thanks for all the hard work. No, thank you so much, Jim. I'm putting the comment up. I don't know why it's not popping up. Let's give it a clap. It's not happening. Where's the comment? It's saying it's active. I'll try a different one. Man, I really need to update I think I need to do the update for my comments at the moment. Halfway through the stream, they just stop working and then they come back. I'll leave it highlighted. Let's see. I'll leave it highlighted and see if it comes up. But thank you, Jim, for the super chat. But how good is that? Yeah? So you can send this to anywhere you want. If you already own Swarm instruments, because the Swarm instruments come as standalone apps for iOS. For example, if I type Swarm, you can see I have them all here. I can now send this to any instrument I like this wonderful double bass here, and off we go. Or I might want to send it to a... What else can we send it to? Anything, virtually any AUV3 that accepts, that's a MIDI, you can send it there. So we'll do another Swarm. We'll do a trumpet in C. Let's do that. Trumpet in C, because we're in the key of C. Boom. Open this up. So it's very handy. And then you can go in and add some effects if you want. So let's go in and add like a bit of reverb. Now, just fucking sick, man. Utterly sick. So you've got total control, but also let's delete all of these. And just to prove to you, if you don't like playing on the keyboard, on the touch screen, you don't have to. Let's load up a GeoShred as well. And this time, once it's loaded, I'm going to go up here and go to MIDI inputs, and I'm going to connect my keyboard. So I'm going to connect this sucker, and look, hey, there's the comments. Did I not have them on? I think I turned them off over here. Oh, there we go. I did. Look at that. I did get it. So, yeah. Now you can see, right? Now you can see. I'm doing this. Oh, there we go. Oh, it stopped working. What happened? What happened? I'm going to reload it. But you can play it on your keyboard. Me doing MIDI input keyboard. There we go. So no problem. You've got multiple ways to use this with all these delicious sounds. And remembering too, when you buy this, when you pay for it, you get a crap ton of stuff in here. Let me show you. Let me show you quickly, and then we'll get out of here because it's going to be a short show today after yesterday's monstrosity. All right, let's scroll up. You've got your favorites. You've got lead voices. So if we click on lead voices, let's see what happens. We get... lots of great guitar stuff. Look at all this stuff. So you got blues sounds, talking leads, wah pedals, There's so much in here. It is utterly crazy. So how I'm getting to these is by clicking here. And these are your sections. And then within these sections, so if we click lead voices again, down here is where you've got all these presets. Look at them all. So you've got 48 of them in this one. Layered guitar. And you can add pedals to your heart's content. You can go in to just here, and I could add like a rhino, right? And then I could add like a fucking reverb. And all of a sudden, we're using an actual guitar tone in here. Let's grab like this reactor. And what's really good, this is super handy, not only for someone who's, understands playing. If you're not really good at understanding scales and stuff, it's all spelled out for you. You can't make a mistake. You're playing in a scale, yeah? You can see them highlighted. There you go. You too can sound as good as Development of a Void. Too easy. All right, we'll show you a few other things that are in here as well. So you've got acoustics. And if you go through here, look at all this stuff. It's just wackadoodle. You got a 12 string. Let's take off this effect here. Don't need it. You got arps, sitars, all this kind of stuff. This is all what you get for when you purchase the app. So you get a whole bunch of stuff. Even you get a sitar in here and everything. You get not as good as the new ones. So you got strumming. So they've put in this new preset section here with all their little strumming bits. So basic strumming. You can even put strums on your bass. Change chords. So that was a flute, sorry. We got a cello strum. I love that they've made all these wonderful presets for all these new instruments as well. So what did we look at today? The peeper. Just buy it, right? Just buy it. It's wicked. No, that's not how we act here on the channel. Apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need them all. But if something jumps out at you and you think you can get some really fantastic use out of it, it's a really good use case scenario, yes, indeed. Grab something like this. These things not only work here over in AUM, the last thing we'll do, we've got a few minutes before we do the hokey pokey and get out of here. What do I want to hear? Is let's open up a Logic Pro. Hello, Ali. I said hello to you at the start, but maybe you're away. Where's my Logic? So let's just open a project here in the Logic and a MIDI and go to an instrument and look for GeoShred. Boom, there it is. So, I don't know. I hope this works. I haven't done it for a while. Yeah, look at that. Right? So super easy to record stuff in here with the big buttons and all the big letters and notes, so you know you can't stuff up when you're playing. And there you go. There's your MIDI. If you really want, you can go in and edit it, or you can go drag it into another instrument if you want. So there's that. And just say you wanted to do it a different way. Let's see if this works. So we'll go in here and we'll quickly remove GeoShred from here. And can I load it in Logic as a thingamajiggy? Yes. So you can also load it in here as a MIDI player. And then I can go in here and add anything I want, right? So just a swam cello. And I should be able to play with this. Right? So you can actually use it as a keyboard to play any other app. But let me show you one thing before we get out of it and go play our song. The one thing you need to remember, if you are using anything here in Logic as a MIDI controller, you need to long press and do this, record MIDI to track. So it records the notes. So now if we hit record, sweet. And if I want now, I could go in here. I can swap out this cello. I don't want the cello anymore. We'll replace it for like iSymphonic. And now we're going to go back and play it. Pretty damn cool, huh? All right. There you go. As I said in the beginning of the show and a few times through the show, if you want to go back and watch the full tutorials of GeoShred, go back. There's probably 5-6 videos I've done previously that explains it a little bit more, all the ins and outs, the settings, changing your scales, all that kind of stuff, yeah? It's all there for you. The rest of the videos are packed, so you can go through and check out the sounds if you want to make a purchase, in-app purchases and all that jazz. Thank you, Ali. Love you lots. There it is. See, I've got it working now. Thank you so much, my dear. We are going to go out today with a featured artist. It's Ladies Week still. I might have Ladies Week for 8 months. I don't really care. And we're going to play, and I know you're going to say, but hang on a minute. Joe and Barry, Glenn. Barry's not a lady. Well, today he is. If you don't like it, take it up with Russ. All right? So today, Barry is an honorary lady with Joe. And this is their brand new song that they just dropped a few hours ago. I was lucky enough to master this. This is a remix and remaster of one of their older songs, a song for Aberfan, and we're going to play it right now. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. We'll see you tomorrow for Audio Layer. And I think Pete's doing a Patreon live. So if you are a member of Pete's Patreon, get your ass over there and go hang out with Peter. All right, let's play this. Boom.
The sky is low, the rainy muddy rivers flow down from the hills and through the town. Children look on the streets of gloom, all things bright and beautiful, all things bright and beautiful. To the slaughter on that morn, no warning for those innocents born. Oh, who to blame and who did care? With God in his mercy, one child spare. All creatures great and small, all creatures great small. Off to school now, nothing to fear. Know your lines well and be of good cheer. Your voice is rising clear and bright, will pierce dark clouds and bring the light. All things wise and wonderful. All things wise and wonderful. Rows the children sleep, mothers cry and fathers weep. Oh, can you hear those children sing? Will a sovereign one tear bring? The Lord God made them all. The Lord God made them all. Bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better.